So, I did a video on exotic armor recently about some stuff that I think needs some buffs, and doing the tier list got me thinking about exotic weapons. One weapon in particular I wanted to talk about is Zen Meteor, but to a lesser extent, a bunch of others. So, Zen Meteor, it's a sniper, and it's not very good. Why? Well, it's a pretty interesting weapon with a perk that feels very obnoxious to proc under normal means. The proc right now requires 3 rapid kills with the weapon in order to get a 4th bigger shot. How often are you doing that? The answer is never. You're probably never doing that. Why are you never doing that? Because for the most part, it is completely inefficient. There is no reason to use a sniper on low and mid tier enemies because a primary weapon usually does the trick and sometimes does it better than a sniper. The only reason you would snipe low and mid tier targets is either 1, you ran out of ammo on both of your other weapons, or 2, because you are using this weapon in its current form. That's it. The amount of times you're able to use this gun in the way you would imagine you would use a sniper and get this to proc is pretty low. And since you're not getting that to proc pretty much ever, the only thing this weapon has going for it is its very high aim assist and high damage. But Black Spindle already fills that damage slot very, very well. So how about we change the rapid kills to triple tap? This would enable people to, actually get the weapon to proc. It would make it so you wouldn't be punished for using a sniper in what people consider the correct way, for killing high priority, high health targets. Most majors aren't able to be one-shot by a sniper, and trying to set up a kill chain of high priority targets takes way too much effort for the payout. Killing low tier enemies with a sniper is a massive waste of ammo as well, and I don't really think it's worth it. This change turns the weapon into a viable boss killing weapon, then lets you use the big shot on the boss for even more damage, or you can use it on a group of spawning adds. I wouldn't mind seeing the explosion be even bigger than it currently is to actually do some good AoE damage to adds, although I understand the radius right now is, it's not bad. It's not bad. That, or even turn the explosive shot into a sort of AoE bomb that pulls in adds for a very brief time and then explodes for damage. Any one of these changes would make the weapon at least somewhat viable in day-to-day PvE play. It really wouldn't do much for PvP, although getting the big shot in PvP would certainly be very rewarding, and if it did turn out to be a problem, could be nerfed down for PvP purposes. This brings me to my next point. Bungie should really be using Rise of Iron to experiment. It's pretty obvious that this year, year 3, is just the year of fan service. It is the year of maintenance. It's the year that we just use to tide us over until whatever the next big thing is. So, why not during this time experiment with some stuff? Weapon buffs, changes to activities. Now is the perfect time to try new stuff, assuming it's possible to make relatively quick tweaks. What's that Zen Meteor change really gonna do to the PvE landscape? Probably nothing. There are so many weapons and so many armor pieces in big need of some love, and right now is the perfect time to try some of those things to spice up the game a little bit. Obviously, this can swing some PvP situations out of control, but with the words Minions of the Darkness, you can turn the buff into a PvE buff. Patience and time. How about the longer you're stealthed under the cloak of your invisibility, the more powerful your next shot is against Minions of the Darkness? Or just make it a flat bonus. Is that really going to change the game? Probably not. Dragon's Breath. Is there anything in the game really stopping this rocket launcher from having 2 rockets in the chamber? Or a faster reload? Or slightly higher damage on the AoE effect? Anything at all. Just little things here and there to try out. Let's have some fun with weapons. The game is already in an easy enough spot, and I'm sure people really wouldn't mind having it be even easier. Do some weird buffs. Try some weird stuff. I understand that just because a weapon is exotic doesn't automatically mean that it's good, but let's get some buffs on these things to get them viable. Let's try something weird. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.